Hello. Hey, are you okay? I'll take that as a no.
Silent! I'm gonna kill myself.
Wow, hang on. It's fine. You good?
I'm gonna, so, can we redo that?
What?
Can we redo
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
gonna,
What happened?
I won't go all the way.
Forget to go live, or?
No, I am live. My mic did a thing with my OBS
Oh.
where it wasn't connected, so this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go down the path and talk to myself real quick, and then I'm gonna come back in and scream your name like I did the first time.
Okay, right.
Okay. Okay. Oh, scuff. Shit. I knew it was gonna spread ever since Myra told me she wouldn't help. But, I mean, at least it's consistent. It's been happening every 2 months, it seems, but I have to go see Gabriel tonight for tea, and what am I supposed to do? It's spreading. West?
Oh, phew. Jem.
Um,
Hey,
sorry.
are you okay?
No,
What's happened? What's wrong?
you know how we, talked about my problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's spreading more.
Right. When did that start happening?
Uh, oh, right. Hold on, sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, when I was 17, yeah, it's been a while. So I was asking for books on wisps because I, a couple of years ago, I was out one night when I shouldn't have been, and I saw what I thought was a soul lantern, and so I followed it. I know, that's really stupid. And
Perhaps.
I got lost. And it turns out it was a wisp, and I think me following it made it not happy. And instead of killing me, my skin started to, change.
So you've been dealing with this for quite a few years, then?
Yeah, it didn't, it was really small at first, you know. For a couple of months, things were fine, I didn't know. And then it started at the top of my shoulders, and I guess my heart
It's made its way down to your arms?
Yeah, it's not just my arms.
Okay. Has it spread any more recently?
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, from what you've said, you've dealt with this for a couple of years, and it's not exactly reared its head to be too much of an issue for a while, but suddenly it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was very slowly progressing for a while, and then I guess there wasn't really any issues, but then I don't know what's causing it to spread faster. I know maybe partially going through the portal could have caused something. Um,
Hmm.
but headaches, I went through the books. The only common thing were headaches. I haven't had any other symptoms, but I mean, I guess lately I have been having a shorter temper and getting more aggravated easily.
Hmm. Okay. Um, Jem, have you gone through, has more recently been quite stressful for you? Recent occurrences have not exactly been the most pleasant.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
You would be surprised how much just regular stress can both affect magic related whatevers and also just the regular human body. I wouldn't be surprised if recently you've been having such an issue with feeling overwhelmed and things getting on top of you. It's increased the rate at which that condition has been spreading. If you think about regular like human things, if stress will can cause you to break out in rashes and you can pass out. Imagine what it's probably doing with a condition as your own.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you not to be stressed because things have been quite bad. Things haven't exactly been the easiest lately. I I can't speak for you. I'm not exactly sure what you've been through lately, but it's probably not been very good. So I don't think anyone can blame you for being a bit stressed.
Um, right. So I Silas and Aradia don't know. Um,
Mm.
Ophelia and Strider know. I told them. Um, but uh Silas and Aradia know something's wrong and they wanted me to go to Myra, so I went to Myra. Um, and she won't help me, which, she's I'm gonna keep my mouth shut actually. um um
Did she want to make you pay a pretty hefty price
yeah.
for any help, or?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So I don't particularly like that she knows because she said herself that if it suits her, she would, do as she will with that information. So I don't, I don't like that.
Um. Yeah. Yeah. If it makes, if it would be any comfort for you, I could try and talk to her about that. I
I
don't know
don't
if
know.
I can convince her not to extort you for a wild amount of money, but I might be able to convince her not to hang that over your head.
That that would that could be appreciated. But really, I just don't know what to do.
um, I will say it's not exactly something. It's definitely whatever curse that wisp has decided would be wonderful to put on you, and um, that's difficult. I can stick my nose into some more books, because this is clearly some more visual symptoms, um, and see what I can find out about this sort of thing. But honestly, my recommendation at the moment would be to. It's going to sound absurd, but just try to not stress yourself out. Try to sit back, do things that you enjoy, almost try to ignore it. Don't like not be completely blissfully ignorant, but you say that you've had trouble with your anger, your temper lately.
Yeah.
Hmm. I I would have to say don't try and belittle yourself for that. Things have happened that are worthy of anger. Don't talk down to yourself if you feel that way. It might be a little unusual for you, but you might still, you might get yourself even more angry by trying to mitigate how you feel. It's not a crime to be angry at things. It might be out of character, but we'll
Yeah.
get those moments.
That makes sense. Um I thought that maybe I should try to keep an eye out for any other symptoms I start to experience.
Absolutely.
I I didn't copy anything word for word, but I did take a few notes just to keep in
Mm.
mind. Um I know that the one seemed vampiric in nature. I
Mm.
I certainly don't hate my cat, so um uh and I don't use magic. I've never done anything like that.
Malibran doesn't just affect those who are very obvious magic users. It's a whole thing.
Um but uh I guess if I start experiencing anything that would give more of an idea, I'll let you know.
Mm. Yeah. Um.
I um
Is
th-
there anyone, any close family that you do feel you could tell about this? You don't have to be completely honest with the cause. You can just say that something happened and you're quite worried about it, so
I think
you'd like them to be looking out for you.
I think that the most helpful would be Aradia. I know what she does.
Hmm.
Um and she already kind of is figuring it out. I mean, I told her about me going to Myra without really telling her, and she asked if it was something
Hmm.
illegal, and I can't really lie. Um, I think that
Yeah.
Aradia would be a good option.
She would definitely know a thing or two when it comes to curses and all of that. Even if she can't necessarily find a solution, she should at least be someone good to talk to about it.
Right. I know that you have been stretched pretty thin lately, and you're very busy, but also thank you for helping.
Of course, Jem. I, it would be a disservice if I didn't try. Because, you don't, whatever's going on, you don't deserve that.
Thanks. Uh,
Um, yeah. If you ever just want to stop by the archive to peruse some books, have a bit of a read, take your mind off things, you're always welcome.
I may have to take that offer.
Hmm.
um,
Yeah.
yeah. I will start writing down things that I notice. The main thing that I've noticed pattern wise is that it seems like every 2 months,
Hmm.
but I don't know. It,
Would your headaches, have they lessened or increased? Or are they still
uh,
proven to be trouble?
I have been constantly consuming lavender, I'm not gonna lie.
um, if you'd like, it doesn't have to be prescribed through Myra. I could get you some painkillers for that kind of thing. That would help.
Alright. Um,
Mhm.
I can I offer you anything?
You don't need to. Don't. It's completely fine.
Okay. Ah,
Yeah.
well, um, it's also not helping. I have somewhere to go tonight.
Oh.
The friend that I've been trying to make in the castle, um,
Oh. Yeah.
you know, but this is more visible now, so that concerns me.
I might have a spare pair of gloves if you'd like.
Um, that maybe.
I could pop down and see if I can get them, but if I actually have any. Uh, do you want to speed run putting that on your CPM model? Is what I'm asking with that.
She'll cope. She'll cope. She'll cope.
Well, yeah, you'll cope. You'll be fine. Just say that you were, making blackberry pie or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I've actually been thinking about saying that I stained my skin with ink.
That would work.
It'll work for now.
Hmm. Well, it's not not exactly what I had in mind, but I do actually have one of the painkillers that Myra gave me the other day, after the whole Vine fiasco. Um, you could you can have this.
Thanks.
And then next time I see you, I'll make sure that I actually have some of the some more long-term solution for your headaches.
Right. Thank you. Right.
Mm,
If anything comes up, you'll hear about it. But also take
righto.
care of yourself. And how are you feeling after everything that happened?
I'm doing far better. I've taken at least like a day or such to just unwind. I'm still a little bit frazzled and quite tired, but yes, I'm doing better.
That's good. I'm
Thank you
glad.
for asking.
You're welcome.
I am terribly sorry that I gave you quite the scare that day. I was not in my right mind.
I could tell.
As if the strange fascination with vines and reddish tint to the eyes wasn't enough.
Yeah.
uh,
Alrighty.
you don't have to worry about the fact. I think I drank Magic McMagic user's blood. I've figured all that out, so I don't have to worry about any possible infections. So,
Right.
that was quite concerning. That was definitely quite concerning. When I came to and realized, oh no, oh that shouldn't that could be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm gonna get
Mm.
going. I don't want to leave Gabriel waiting. And
Right.
you continue taking care.
We'll do. We'll do. Have a safe travel back through Paragosm. Stick to the path so nothing gives you jip. It was nice seeing you.
It was nice seeing you too. Thank you again.
Hmm. Right. Have a good evening, Jem.
You too. Okay. Everything will be okay. I knew the fucking username. Okay. I guess I'll take some of the painkiller. Shouldn't have to worry about the headache. I've been getting provoked more easily. I'll keep that in mind. Other than that, and the black spreading, I don't know if I've noticed anything else. I haven't been around many people since, well, it quite literally just spread tonight. Right. On my way to the castle. Hmm. Huh. I do not remember the bakery looking like that. I don't know, but it's really cute. Okay. Castle. I can say... I mean, clearly Gabriel has some of his own issues going on with his eye, but I don't know. I suppose I could just say it's ink. I was writing and I spilled the ink and it got on my hands, and I was wearing different clothes. I had pajamas on, and so my regular clothes are fine. That's a good excuse. I mean, I hate to lie, but I think it's for the best. And now I have to tell Aradia. Look at me worrying. I was literally told not to worry and to, like, you know, kind of just pretend the curse is not there, but actually not pretend, but, you know. And of course I'm overthinking things. The worse this gets, the more danger I'm in. And I don't want to end up on the chopping block. That's... Oh. I didn't realize how close the Kalian farm was to Gabriel's castle. I am a little confused by the random carrots off to the side, but... It'll be fine. Oh shit, I can't run anymore. That's okay. How much will this tamale fill me up? Nope, all the way. Can't eat that. I would like to be hungry for the picnic, or... you know what I mean. I know what I mean. Okay. I guess it's time to come clean to Aradia, though. I'm not ready for Silas to know. And on one hand, it's nice not to be so alone in a secret, but the more people that know, the less safe that I am. Even someone who cares a lot could slip up. And even if the guards are kinder than they used to be, it's right. Don't think about it. We're fine. I'm fine. It's fine. Oh, right. I have this. I know Heart's Night is tomorrow, but I have the bone. Okay. Hello? Feels weird. I'm not gonna... Feels weird yelling, but I don't know how else I'm supposed to get Gabriel's attention when there's a gate.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi. Hi, Gabriel.
Oh, shoot. I'm surprised you came by today.
Oh, well,
I suppose I didn't give exactly a proper date, but...
No.
I figured with Heart's Night coming up, you might save a few.
Oh? What about Hearts Night?
Oh, sorry, I was going to say with Heart's Night coming up, I suppose you might have been busy.
Oh, no, not at all. You look very beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
In truth, this particular outfit was inspired by the time Thimble stopped by. They commented, well, I had just finished dealing with some chickens, well, I wasn't exactly spotless, but lightly.
I kind of get it. I have cattle and chickens at home.
Here, come inside, I'm sure it's cold.
Right, it is. Oh, in fact, I was going to wear something nicer than this, and I completely forgot.
I don't mind.
There's, my hands, I got, sorry. I spilled ink.
Oh.
And my hands are a tad stained at the moment.
See, well, if you'd like, there is a washroom upstairs.
Oh,
You could
no.
wash your hands.
No, it's fine. I tried.
If you're sure.
Yeah, it's fine. My hands are clean as I'll get them. Oh, speaking of Hearts Night, it's an Aventine tradition. So I wanted to gift you an animal bone.
We have an animal bone trading tradition?
Yeah, yes.
Forgive me, I'm not exactly familiar with their customs.
Yeah, no, Aventine for Hearts Night has a tradition where in smaller quantities, you know, large bones are traded to friends and small bones in larger quantities are traded to lovers. And I wanted to gift you a bone.
It's very kind of you. I wish I had something else to trade with you.
No,
I
it's...
can only offer tea, as we
okay.
suggested. In truth, this might sound silly, but along with Kalian's traditions, I used to trade carved hearts with my family.
That's so sweet.
Yes.
What a cute tradition, actually.
You're lucky you stopped by today. I was in the middle of testing things to make with it for, I suppose, this exact occasion.
I've been very much looking forward to it.
I'm glad. Have a seat. I'll get some tea started.
Alright. Where should I sit? There's so many chairs. Oh, there's plates here. I'll sit right here. This is so lovely. It's fine. Oh. Box of chocolates. I should put these painkillers away. Oh.
I seem to have misplaced the glasses on the way like that.
No, you're fine. I'll wait here. My heart is racing. Oh, this is pudding. Oh, it looks delicious. This is such a beautiful room. Complimented her. She really does look nice in that, though. The corseted top with the red beads. A lovely combination, really. Glad she likes the bone. Ah, such a shame I forgot to wear my other outfit. Much fancier than this one. With the panic of everything going on, I slipped my mind completely. It's fine, it's fine. I shouldn't overthink things. Hmm.
And the glasses. Don't exactly know how you take your tea myself, but I hope it tastes well.
I'm sure it'll be great. I'm mainly big on lavender tea, but honestly, it's very sweet that you've done all this.
Well, I had the time, and well, it's been quite some time since I've made anything, much less, well, anyone more than myself, so it was nice.
I think I can understand that feeling, though I am afraid to admit that I wasn't very good at cooking. Wolves.
It's quite a lot. Neither am I. Neither am I. Yes, I do hope the food tastes good. I haven't exactly been able to taste much myself lately.
Oh, are you okay?
Yes, for the most part, it's just been a little hard to get around. I really should be resting more.
Oh. I didn't do anything.
I saw nothing.
Yep, no, you...
Just right click, yep. It's right click.
Oh, fuck.
It's on the plate.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, nope, that didn't happen. Scuff didn't
As
happen.
we were saying.
Let me go ahead and try a bite then. Oh. Oh, that's delicious.
Thank you. I had to scrounge up the recipe books our old maid used to have. She used to cook soup for us on cold mornings, and since I knew hers was at least somewhat good, I tried making some.
These really did come out really good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see, what can I share? Because this is a great time to actually get to know each other properly.
Yes,
I know.
That's what I was hoping we could discuss.
Yes. I guess we could just go back and forth. I know when I first met you in the most embarrassing way possible, I know I said that I'd been living off bread, and that's not a problem anymore.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I've grown a proper garden, and my aunt was teaching me how to cook.
That's wonderful.
Oh.
I'm okay.
All right.
I don't need to worry.
I won't pry, but do know I'm going to be worried every single time.
It's alright, it's just... As I said, it's been hard to taste things lately.
Though I don't particularly care for her, there is a doctor in Aventine.
Oh! Oh, yes, the one Thimble mentioned, her mother.
Yeah.
Was she found? I was quite worried when I heard that she'd been kidnapped or missing or whatever.
Right, yeah, I hate to admit that I didn't know that she was missing until my birthday party, but she's back now.
Your birthday?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Your birthday was recently.
Yes, on The ninth, I turned 20, and on Monday I invited some friends. Um,
Had I known, I would have offered you a gift.
no, it's
Forgive me.
it's fine. I knew that you don't leave your castle much, so I didn't want to make you feel any type of way.
It's quite all. I appreciate your consideration.
But I found out, and she's safe and fine now. I've
That's
heard
good.
that they found her crucified, which is unfortunate.
Crucified.
Yes. Unfortunately, there is there's a being. There's a being that you should be very wary of if you do ever meet him. His name's Apollyon.
Holland.
I'm afraid I may have lost my temper with him because he showed up to my birthday uninvited.
I imagine that would cause some frustration.
Well, I believe he's been at fault for a few things happening recently, so I've heard. And
Have the guards not taken care of it?
well, no.
I'll take your silence as a no. Well, that's honestly quite worrying.
It is. I heard he does deals with people and that you should never consider it.
So have the... Well, not that they won't ever, have the Aventine guards finally turned to the life of... Well, a practice my family assumed they have.
I
don't
try.
mean to speak ill of it.
No. I may have grown up in Aventine, but I've never been a fan of the system.
Neither have I, from what I've heard.
I know that the current guards are trying their best. They're not quite as awful as previous guards, such as Consequence. But, you know. Is there anything you would like to share about yourself?
On the topic of birthdays, do you wish you had a good birthday?
Oh, I did, thank you.
The frustration you received. Was on the topic of birthdays, I could suppose tell you when mine is. I could never remember how many days is in the month, but I know it's the last day of August.
Oh!
My parents used to throw such a grand party every year to celebrate, though I'd never had many friends to invite. They would just invite, I suppose, mainly the townsfolk and their children.
Oh. That's...
Not anymore, unfortunately, but as I said, I don't mind having people around. It can be a lot to handle these days.
Yeah, I understand the feeling of not having much going on for a while.
Much to Thimble's disagreement, it is by choice I spend most of my days, alone. People's talking can be quite disorienting, and I get headaches quite easily. Put it lightly.
I actually do understand that. I have chronic headaches.
Smooth. We can share a comment.
Yeah, lavender is really helpful.
As I should. I've been meaning to try and redo the garden. I never showed you around the castle, have I?
No, I have seen this room, of course.
Yes, this was the family dining room. Before I living room.
Oh, yeah.
Let me show you around. Follow me. Should start with the aforementioned garden. I think the cold would do well for my head today.
So are you... I mean, I not that it was entirely your choice to live on a cold mountain, but do you like the cold? Oh.
I do. You're right, wasn't exactly my choice, but it's quite nice. We used to have, mornings, despite, well, of course, the moons that are out, we used to have mornings where we'd come out and play in the snow and help the servants shuffle, not shuffle, apologies,
No,
shovel
you're okay.
snow here and there when they used to work here. It was quite nice before, well, they were dismissed.
Aww, hello.
These are the stables. This is my horse in specific. When I used to ride a lot more, he would have a tendency to nearly get himself killed. Right? Oh, did you see his tag? Did you see his tag?
Yes, but I also noticed him following me.
Yes. As mentioned, this old horse used to throw himself nearly into every ravine we came across when riding.
Oh.
Scared my parents half to death, hence the name.
I don't think I've ever ridden a horse before.
Perhaps one day I could show you.
That would,
fun,
yeah, that would be lovely.
And the other two. They're not as old, so they're a little faster, I must admit, and I do need to feed them sometime this week.
This one looks like a fawn.
Yes. Viv, a friend named. They all have quite silly names, in truth.
So you did have a friend.
I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was probably sorry if that's...
Oh, it's no trouble, really. It's just been a long time since I've thought of it. One of the favorite things I have grown recently have been roses. They match the castle, though I'm not a fan of the red color.
They're beautiful.
Thank you. I thought it matched the castle despite my dislike of the color.
Oh, you don't like the color red?
No.
Huh. I just... It just surprises me, because you made a whole outfit with it.
Oh. This outfit, as I said previously, was inspired by Thimble's comment when I had to butcher some of my chickens in the livestock pastures.
If I knew you weren't a fan, I would have painted the rose a different color.
Oh, no, it's fine. Your painting is quite beautiful.
I'm glad you like it. I will say that the red does suit your complexion very well, though.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I suppose there's not much to point out up here. It's just stable, storage. Saddles are here. And same goes with name tags. It's not very stocked as it used to be these days. I've attended, because we only have 3 horses. I tend to take the leather off of the saddles we keep and use them to spare outfits.
Oh, that's
So
fun.
yes. I don't like to have old outfits go to waste.
It's honestly very neat that you do that. I don't think I've ever tried to attempt sewing anything. I've only ever just gotten things from tailors in town.
My mother used to sew quite a bit for us to spare the maids the hassle. She enjoyed the process, and I thought I might as well pick up something she learned. She tried to teach me.
That's very sweet.
Let me take you to the gardens.
Oh, alright. My, mother always just did garden stuff. I mean, she probably still does.
Apologies. As I said, my head hasn't sat well with me today.
If you'd like, we can always continue this another time.
No, it's alright. It's nothing I'm not used to, in truth.
That's fair.
It may be a little warmer towards the garden. Never really tended to snow in the area. There are a lot more mismangles these days. I'm not exactly the best founder. They used to be a lot more well tended when we would trade regularly with Kalian. But
You
nowadays only I
mentioned.
come and take from it to fill the carts, as I still do try to send anything here and there.
Yeah, you mentioned the cart before.
Um, my family used to when it was only before it was only me, we used to hold parties and gatherings to see if people would like to trade. You may have noticed the market by the big tree within the walls.
Uh, uh, I didn't
I can,
actually.
I can, I can show it to you.
Yeah.
It hasn't really been gotten much use. It's a little dusty, I must admit.
Honestly, I think my father. Well, I don't really call him that anymore, but I think he would have taken advantage of such an opportunity if he had the chance. Really, he's a businessman.
Hmm.
Lived comfortably enough.
My family tended to, despite living as comfortably as we did, we appreciated being able to share what we could with the people who needed it. Or just needed a place to lift the spirits, in a way.
Sounds like lovely people.
They were. They were. As you can see, not much to the market these days, so...
No, but despite, you know, being all by yourself, you've done a decent job at taking care of everything, and that's something you should be proud of.
Thank you. I suppose I've had years to perfect. You know, we used to hold, despite the lanterns, me and a friend would used to climb this tree up to no end in the warmer days.
I was never much of a climber, but I did occasionally sneak into caves to look for crystals.
I suppose they are quite valuable.
Yeah, it kind of runs in the family, I suppose. Her name's Gemma. She
Quite
was a
similar name to your own.
yes, I was named after her. She would. She's a jeweler in Aventine, and you know, Stone being our last name goes into that profession. She has people who fetch the jewels for her now, but I definitely got that from her.
Well, gems are quite a commodity if you think about it. This, though I've been able to care for it a little more, I don't come down here much. This was an old place where servants used to gather before they were all dismissed.
It's very cozy.
Thank you. They would have lunches, have places to clean themselves, and an entire kitchen to themselves. To stock as they would. The cabinets are empty now. They put most of it upstairs before it rotted. As you said, there's not much down here, though I do come down to tend the flowers. These little nooks would be places where they could spend the night. None lived here unless they needed a place to stay for a month or so. But we had spaces for them. If needed. And then these are just simply storages. As I said, not much is down here these days. Not much use for it. I took most of it to the attic.
Yeah, with it just being you, I'd imagine you don't need as much.
No. Sit upstairs.
Well, you've shared a bit. I would share, but I can't exactly tour anything.
It's quite alright. Just conversation is enough, I suppose. It's been nice.
It has. I guess if you have any questions for me, I'm willing to share some. I guess you know,
Oh, I can
I
ask
can't
when the
put.
tour. I can ask when the tour is done. There's
Oh
still
yes,
upstairs.
sorry.
Quite alright. I've been speaking of my parents quite plainly, and well, suppose this is the best luck you'll get of them.
Oh, they were beautiful.
They were. I'm told my mother, as well as my father, was quite a sight to behold.
You look much different.
Yes. Both stress and, well, illness can do that to a person. They were much happier days, Farron. And, I did mention her that this is the friend I spoke of.
She looks sweet.
She was quite a lively girl. Her name is Claudia. My family, I found her in the graveyard past the castle one year, and well, she didn't have much else, or anywhere else to go, so
Your family's kindness seems to know no bounds.
it didn't. And as I mentioned before, we do have a washroom.
Oh. This is nice.
We
It's
used
the
to have
biggest
painting.
washroom I've ever seen.
Yes. We used to have paintings up here and there, but one year the chandelier nearly knocked itself over and caught fire to one.
That's terrifying.
Yes. I haven't had the heart to put anything up ever since. Though here is a lot more spacious, I could do so. I'll spare you the details of the attic, but I suppose I can show you my father's room.
Oh.
Tried to keep it as preserved as I could, though I don't tend to touch much of it these days.
Feels odd being in
Well, the only reason I don't have the room locked up itself is because my room is, well, the stairs.
Oh. Oh, is this like a guard tower?
Yes, this is where the guards would used to train, and well, they had temporary barracks of their own, but I brought the beds down. We won't go too far out, but I can show you also the little table they used to converse with, and a map they left unfinished.
I can't imagine all the work that goes into such a thing.
They used to hold in the cabinets you see, they used to have their day clothes before they would change it to the armored uniforms my parents would provide them.
I see.
And as I said, a table. It used to be downstairs, but I thought it better. And then upstairs is my room, but we don't need to close it. I think the best to show you the pastures, and at least best I could, is to show you the walls.
Yeah, I'm a little acquainted with the tops of them.
Yes!
uh,
I still don't blame you for it, and it does look quite abandoned. Scale them a little, and be careful.
oh yes, it's quite a view, honestly.
Yes, if you look down towards where the trees, give light, there's an animal pasture down there. I won't bother you with going down all the way to see farm animals, but that is where I keep them. Let's go back this way.
I'm
I
just
suppose
thinking.
that is all. Quite alright. I suppose that's all I can really show, other than the attic, but that is in quite its state. I haven't been in there in years.
little guy.
Oh, hello.
I think it'll. I was thinking it
Yeah.
for releasing. Yeah.
Oh, do be careful.
Oh yeah. I'm fine. I fell once. I won't make that mistake again. um, my friend Ophelia. She's my childhood friend. She. I suppose I've talked a bit about meeting you. She.
So I've been told.
So eventually, she would love to meet you, but no rush on that, of course. I saw how startled you were going into Aventine.
Yes, as I said, voices can be disoriented. But, having some time to plan, I suppose I wouldn't mind meeting her. Ophelia, yes?
Yes.
You said?
As kids, actually, are you familiar with the Monolith Festival?
Yes, I am. My family used to go frequently, or at least occasionally, now that I'm thinking of it. I never really went.
I met her there. One time when I was little, I ran off from my parents and got lost in the crowd, and I ran into Ophelia. It started raining, and she tried to put her little wings over me.
Wings?
Yes, she's an avian.
Ah.
A barn owl, actually.
Oh. Well, those are quite beautiful.
I agree. Her wings are very soft.
I've never really met too many hybrids, especially these days.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect to see many in Aventine, but there's a few.
I don't imagine would be met in Aventine.
But she waited out the rain with me, and I got back to my parents, and eventually we started hanging out more. And
Oh, that's
well,
very sweet.
we grew close pretty quickly, but
Very sweet.
yeah.
I must admit, before Claudia came to live with her, being an only child, I found myself alone most days. My parents, well, mainly my mother, were very busy, and my father, not much the talking sort.
Yeah,
Not that it was his fault.
I was kind of attached to my parents' hip as a kid before meeting Ophelia, so I kind of just went places with them.
As did I.
Let's see. Well, there was another friend that we met through the Monolith Festival named Strider. He actually is also avian. We didn't see him often. We reconnected recently. There was a bit of a falling out back then. Oh, and then there's my Uncle Silas and Aunt Aradia. They're divorced now, but you know, they were friends. Well, I guess he is friends with my dad, Colton, my father. But I reconnected with them recently as well. I left home years ago.
I won't ask the details, but I'm glad you found at least some family on your own. Much myself, I don't have much to speak of these days.
Well, ever since making you that painting, I've actually made a few more and I'm opening up a gallery.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
I'd love to see more of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say perhaps you could see it at some point in the future if you're ever feeling okay enough.
I would love to. I would love to. And I would like to continue sending the letters. It took me a bit to figure out what to write originally, as I was worried since I didn't have the exact formalities of your last name. But when I visited the post office, was granted the possibility of seeing exactly.
Yes.
It's a little odd.
No, let me reintroduce myself. My full name is Gemstone. Which it's a little silly, I know.
It's not silly. It's unique. It's very nice.
Thank you.
Suppose in the tradition also, Gabriel Earth. I don't have exactly a middle name or anything special.
It's a lovely name, though.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My mother was the one who used to carry the last of the Aerith line before she married my father, and he took her last name. And I suppose I carry that tradition. The last of our kind, in a way.
Well, I think it's lovely that you hold on to that.
The least I could do.
I know Aventine is a bit crazy and they're overwhelming, but honestly, some of them are really nice people, and they were very excited to see a new face. And well, also because, as I've said before, I talked a little bit.
I'm sure some are. It just takes me a little. As I said, it had been a long time since I met anyone new, and even this.
I think
it's been a long time since I've had a sit-down chat with anyone.
Yeah, you meeting Thimble, I think, was a good one.
Thimble stopped by the other day to check on how I was. She brought two. She brought two. I'm not sure if she's she. I've been referring to Lady Frost as such, but she brought two guests. They didn't stay long, but I think Jay and Ven were the ladies' names.
Jay is very kind. Jay runs an inn. It's seen as a safe space in Aventine for everyone to just be who they are.
Good to know.
Then
I didn't speak much with the ladies. Regrettably, but I did give them a tour as I gave even you, but it was only polite, since I hadn't prepared much for a group stay.
Yeah, Ven owns a casino. She's a businesswoman for sure.
Keep that in mind if I ever do meet her again.
I think that Findo would be a good one for you to meet. He's actually not from here. He's a piglin.
A piglin?
Yes. I don't know if you've heard, but there's another realm.
I've heard tales of it.
Startling. But he's very kind.
I could imagine if I do ever cross paths.
Yes.
And what did you say his name was?
Oh, Fiendo.
Fiend. What a unique name.
It is. It was quite a culture shock for him when we were taking him around Aventine. We gave him some warnings.
I'm surprised the guards didn't tame the poor man. Being from another realm, but...
Yes, we were worried about. I was worried about that at least.
So at least it shows some progress of welcoming.
Yeah.
Even if that is only a bit.
Just in case you ever happen to cross paths with Thero, he is an Aventine resident that is extremely traditional. He's not very kind.
I've met a few folks like him in my time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't exactly be surprised, though. I suppose spending so much time alone is, granted me the not result, the word. The respite from, I suppose, behavior.
I know that. Well, I suppose I've already given you two gifts. Sorry, I have a habit. I have a habit
You.
of giving crystals that make me think of people when I befriend them. So I recently gave Mr. West uh a I think it was zircon because it matches his shirt, and I gave our detective a garnet. It's I just I if I had a pale diamond on me.
Oh, what an expensive thing to carry with you.
Oh, yeah, I don't have one on me, but and I know you don't have much use for them, but
No.
I
I have many
I
gems
just
upstairs that I have no use for. I would show you, but as I said, it's quite dusty.
no, it's okay. But the pale diamond would suit your eyes. That or eye, sorry. Anyway.
It's quite alright.
um,
In fact, that I believe is what Bimble came to check on me with. I opened up to him much more than I thought I would.
she's very generous and kind. She's very
Very considerate.
yes, that's a
That's what
great
I'd
word
say.
for it. And
She offered me cloth when I said I used terrible clothes I had no use for.
oh,
Make new ones. Though, as I reassured her, I do not need such. I have sheep of my own.
that's
But it was very kind.
yes. I honestly, I think by my own reaction, I understand.
Well, as I've spent many years alone and testing new sewing things gets a little hard when you don't have a lot of material to work with, and there are old clothes I no longer use. Might as well make something new.
Yeah,
At least that's my stance.
I recently had gotten a new dress, which I was going to wear here, but it slipped my mind, as I said.
It's quite alright. I find your current outfit quite comfortable. It suits you quite well.
Thank you. It's not a bad outfit by any means.
Imagine something white would bring out the grey in your eyes.
Perhaps I've always been a fan of black.
As I'm sure you saw in the portrait.
Oh.
Claudia used to be the same.
Yeah, I do love how silver complements the black and my hair as well.
Back when I was much younger, I used to wear a lot. Supposed to match with my parents, but nowadays I tend to lean more towards the white. I don't like to dye the sheep. I find it a little taxing on them, especially if I don't know exactly how long the dye has been sitting in the attic. So I just leave them white, and I don't mess with it as much as I really should. My mother used to make all kinds of cloth garments. I myself do prefer, other than these recently, the beads. I used the last of my embroidery thread on these.
Well, I don't know what to say to that. They're lovely. It really is.
Thank you.
No, I do, as I said, I have always much preferred black, but maybe at some point I should incorporate a little white to complement the black and gray and whatnot.
I don't blame you for your color choice. It does suit you quite well.
Thank you. But a little bit of white can really go a long way in an outfit. I think that's just really how accent colors work.
Very true. Very true. I'm afraid I don't have exactly much choice in the white matter of my
It suits you, it really does.
Thank you.
It's just gonna turn into us complimenting each other a bunch.
you find it quite lovely. You hadn't noticed, my hair was quite long, so
Yes, your hair is very long.
thank you. I hadn't found much use in cutting it. Nowadays, when I do, it just tends to grow back the same.
Oh.
My hair, because I haven't done much to it, grows quite quickly. As I'm sure you saw in the portrait upstairs, it used to be a more blondish brown. Like, there are days I find myself missing that.
I do think I feel awkward if I just keep it complimenting you, but the white really, it looks lovely.
It's quite fine. I appreciate it.
I had longer hair when I was younger. In fact, Ophelia, she had shorter hair when we were younger. We have the exact opposite now.
I'm sure you look lovely.
No.
The current light does suit you well.
Thank you, I like the
With
short
mine,
thing.
With mine I can do, well, I suppose anything, though it does tend to get it much. Hence the ponytail. Honestly, this current outfit has been found quite useful for working on things such as, well, the meal I made or working with the livestock.
Well,
if you'd ever enjoy a gift in return for the generous offerings you give me, to make you something.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't be against a gift.
I suppose, more than this, that you do deserve.
No, it's not. It's really... I'm fine, I swear.
I won't comment on it. Your giggle is quite infectious.
I'm gonna keep laughing. I laugh too much and then I get lightheaded.
As do I.
We have some similarities. That's a good sign.
Really should try to eat more, but I think I'll save it for later.
Oh right, I did notice that, but I wasn't going to bring it up.
Well, for me, honestly, with days where I don't feel as well, can't exactly taste.
Oh my
as
god,
much.
I actually.
You might help yourself to. You might help yourself to the chocolate, or I could get a knife for the pudding on the table.
Yes, I do have a sweet tooth, I will admit.
Oh, I'll bear that in mind. Careful. Where is it going?
I think you're eating it. I think you're...
Here, help yourself.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm not hungry enough. I can't. Oh well, we'll pretend. We'll pretend.
Yeah, we'll pretend that was for you.
Yeah. Thank you. It's delicious.
You're welcome. I don't tend to cook much for myself these days, so I'm glad you like it.
You don't cook much for yourself?
No. As I said, I keep myself quite busy caring for, well, the castle in of itself, and as bad as a habit as I'd had. Apologies. It's finding myself caught on my own tongue.
I think we both are.
As bad as a habit as it has become, I tend to skip on days where I really care for myself. Yeah, that's why I haven't been as, well, in the best of states as it should be.
Well, I don't overstep with anything that I say, but when you
It's
spend
fine.
so much time alone, it can be really taxing.
You sound quite like Thimble.
Uh, I, I would know, honestly. I was alone for a while myself.
In the beginning, when this all started, and just having so many people around is so overwhelming. Hence why you don't see exactly any servants or guards as, well, the quarters that still carry memories of them.
You know,
I found it best to dismiss them, and I suppose I got used to being alone, and I suppose you both are right. It's not wise to spend a day, much less years, alone.
yeah,
But I've grown used to it.
I can't speak much on, trying to ignore certain things. I would be a hypocrite if I tried. Um, but I I think it's a good sign. You're starting to meet people and it's overwhelming for you, but I do hope to eventually see you around in events eventually.
I would like to.
I think we'd have a lot of fun.
I'm sure we would. I would like to. As I said before, my parents used to have many gatherings, not only for my birthday.
Yeah.
I liked when the castle was full of life, and I am no stranger to that feeling.
I can't say anything, fancy, but my Colton and Gemma, they're well off enough, having a business. I was homeschooled, so they would, do all the teaching that I needed, basic stuff, book smarts. But
Yes.
my uncle Silas, he would teach me survival skills, and he'd make a game out of it. And honestly, that's how I was able to build the house that I currently live in.
You built your own house?
Yeah, I did. I built the gallery too, actually. It's nothing big, but
You're
already.
quite impressive.
Oh, thank you.
In truth, I haven't exactly been able to build much myself, hence the, well, I suppose, lack of proper improvements to the castle, the stables, what have you.
Yeah, you've shown to be impressive yourself, though. I mean, what you
Thank
cooked
you.
was delicious, and you sew clothes. I certainly can't sew myself.
Those over the years, it's just become a thoughtless habit.
Well, for fun, outside of, learning, Aradia and I would spend some time talking and have little picnics. I don't know if you read much. I know there's a lot of books in here. I don't know how fond you are of books.
I do tend to read here and there. There's not much else. When I'm not busy, there's not much else to do. Though I'll admit, despite the shelves and not a lot of the crates and things have much in them these days, I brought most of, well, it was poetry. Most of my mother's poetry upstairs.
Well, I was gonna say, if you ever need new material and you do manage to make the trip, there is a library outside of Aventine. It's almost always empty, honestly. It's quiet, has some things here and there.
Perhaps one day I'll get a look at it. Though I think I'd need a guide. It's been a while since I've walked in by myself.
I would happily help with that.
It's very kind of you.
I'm honestly really glad that you entertained my thought of becoming friends.
In truth, you are quite, as I said, you're impressive. And I find your company comforting. I don't mean to compare, but I suppose you remind me of the old friend I used to have, and to have someone to bring me at least some form of comfort in that is more than I suppose I could ever have hoped to ask for.
That's
So,
okay.
much as it pained me at first, I'm glad I let you get closer.
I don't
It's
blame
awful,
you.
so to speak.
I don't blame you. I I can't imagine what it would be like to lose Ophelia, you know. And I think that if I met someone who brought me the same amount of, or not that, sorry, not to say same amount, if I met someone who brought me comfort in a way that Ophelia did, I think that I would want to cling on to that as well.
I'm excited to get to know the person that sits before me instead of thinking back and not so kind.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because I'm not her.
No, no.
So I look forward to getting to know you as you, and I look forward to you getting to know me as me.
Yes, yes.
This has been really nice. In truth, I've recently found that I've been getting aggravated a lot easier than I naturally do.
Well, any reason?
Uh, it could be stress, the headaches. So it's nice to just relax and enjoy someone's company with no, too
Yes.
aggravating.
Yes, I honestly agree. I suppose it being tea would help.
Yes. The
It was
other
quite
night.
relaxing. You mentioned your
Yeah.
lavender tea.
Yes. The other night there was a situation that happened. One of our friends got overtaken by, I am afraid to say, I think it was a magical plant. It had to have been. And you should have seen it. There were holes all over Aventine that had to be filled in and fixed, but things are fine now. Everyone was very on edge.
Could imagine. Once again, I hate to do so, but I have to question the current competence of the gods. Though you told me they are trying their best to have incidents like this pop up so frequently. It's
Yeah,
alarming,
I
to say
felt the
least.
same. I have to say that when it comes to the guard, I said some things about them not being good at their job or doing much, but though I don't care for the system itself, they are low staffed and they are better people than what we've seen in the past. They don't actively try to hurt hybrids. They have been more careful with those who are put for execution.
Yes, I've still heard the
Dark.
holdovers.
Yes. I'm not a fan of
Such a shame.
executions. I may hate magic because, well, it's dangerous. Not to talk politics, but
No.
it's scary. It is. It is.
Yes.
But it's just, I don't know. There's been so many people in the past that have been executed that we're not even sure if they actually used magic. They could have just been regular people accused of such a thing.
True.
And
true.
even then, just because somebody is corrupted by magic, does that really mean that they have to die for it? And then what happens to the magic then? It just doesn't seem like it's a good way to go about fixing anything.
No. Though I'm not well versed on the topic, my parents discuss it occasionally because, well, This town matters. Not that it was as frequent in Kalen. That's why they moved all the way out here. Escaped the harshness of, well, Abington. And they themselves had guards staffed the castle to make sure the family was protected. And I truly do hope with what little changed, I suppose you've told me that there is hope for even more reform.
Well, I will say, not necessarily that I have to be on my way just yet, but I think that it would be lovely if perhaps the next time we decide to get together, perhaps we could find a way for you to visit me.
I would like that.
I feel a bit bad. You have said that you do have an illness, so I feel a tad selfish.
No. I'm honestly quite curious to see the type of home you were able to make for yourself.
It's nothing big, but it's cozy, and I would love to make something for you in return.
You're too generous. Truly.
Oh, and I have a pet cat, named Pookie.
Cat?
I have a cat named Pookie.
You did strike me as the cat. Apologies. I myself never had animals, but I find myself a fondness for the chickens I care for these days.
Oh, they are
I find
cute.
them comforting when I just want to sit outside and read something. They sit with me. I don't think I've actually ever met a cat before. As silly as that sounds.
No, you'll have to meet my cat. That's what
I would love to.
I have a
quite skittish animals.
yeah. Pookie likes her cat tree. He just. What are my cat's pronouns? Anyways,
Anywho.
I have a neighbor actually. Its name is Silk. It also has a pet cat. It itself has a cat tail and a cat mask. It's nice. It's a nice neighbor. We don't talk much, but
Are they the one that has the, I know there's a house near the graveyard, past the, community garden. Are they the one with that house?
that may be it. I can't.
I've seen...
There is. Yes, it is near the, yes.
I've seen briefly, someone of that description walking past, here and there, past the graveyard. I haven't seen much of the farmer these days, so they're the only one that caught my eye. Though, I will admit someone I noticed, a while, a few weeks back, someone was camping, I assume. Or, just really... not close, just out on the outsides of the graveyard.
I'm not sure.
It's not a place someone goes quite frequently, so...
Yes,
When someone walks by, it's not hard to miss.
Yeah, I would imagine. I also would feel the same way. I live in a wooded area hidden away from plain sight. Though I am tearing down the traveler's shop that I had. I just... as much as I enjoy company, I prefer not everyone knowing where I live. Honestly.
Another thing we have in common, in truth.
I honestly, if I'm being honest, it's more so for safety reasons. I mean... I did have someone accidentally break into my house, though.
So you told me.
I did tell you that? Of course I did.
Fell through the walls.
Yeah.
You mentioned an incident.
Yes, I have since forgiven him, but he did go through my cabinets trying to find liquor.
Oh.
Yeah.
A drunk.
Yeah.
I was honestly tempted to offer. If tea wasn't exactly too fancy, I was tempted to make hot chocolate or something. You did say you enjoyed sweet drinks.
I'm a very big hot chocolate fan.
I'm afraid I don't have a recipe.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
I don't exactly know how to make handmade milkshakes.
It's alright.
So tea or, well, there's reserves of wine, but I didn't assume you would drink it.
No. You've done enough. It's been very nice.
I'm glad you've enjoyed it. You're more than welcome to take the chocolates with you and just finish them yourselves.
Oh.
I
Are
know
you
I
sure?
won't. Yes, I don't think I'll be able to finish them.
Well, that's also very kind of you.
You're welcome.
Well, I've really enjoyed getting to talk to you and, learn more
You're
about
welcome.
you. I do think I should probably get going here soon.
Of course.
Oh, you know what? I don't, can I even pick it up? Hold on, let me get my axe out. Oh, okay. What? Why is it a chest?
Just the chocolate box. Or it's just the empty container. That's fine.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We'll just say that I finished them right then and there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You'll take the box with you.
Yep.
I'll clean up everything from here. I need to trouble
Oh,
myself.
no, hold on. I'd be more than happy to help clean up.
In truth, I normally have more plates lying. Feels at least, it feels like when we'd have family dinners with more plates around, I'll be able to clean these myself. Once myself.
At least let me take it to the kitchen.
Put the glasses away.
Well,
I hope everything was at least somewhat nice.
Oh, no,
I know you've sung my praises already, but
very nice.
there's no need to flatter me, as you have.
I wouldn't say anything that I didn't believe was true.
Okay. I'll walk you to the, Here's close.
Well, good night, Ben.
You have a good night as well. I do hope, the ink washes out and I don't want you... I would hate to imagine you get, poisoning.
Oh, yeah,
Poisoning or...
I'll be more careful next time.
Yes. If need, I could offer you, writing gloves. I have some upstairs.
Oh,
If that would suffice.
perhaps...
As you can see, I'm wearing some of my own. Not writing gloves. The gloves tend to help. They honestly, with how, sorry, with how tight they can be, they, help my hands, stop shaking.
I see. Well, I will make sure to write to you.
As will I.
Good night.
It was lovely to have you. Do be safe.
I will do my best. And please take care of yourself. What a lovely evening. Oh wait, that didn't make any sense. Why did I warp to Aventine? Hold on. I'm just gonna slash home. Ah. Well, at least I wasn't the only one tripping over my words. Let's see, what do I have? Let's see. Would like to make more note. I don't remember how to make more note paper. Ah, yes, okay. I don't believe Gabriel has a mailbox. Nor do I believe that she plans on having one. Which is fine. Whether I pay Thimble to send them, or I... Well, wouldn't that defeat the purpose of delivering the letter myself? Because then I could just speak in person. I don't know. You know, we'll figure that out later. Regardless, I have some note paper that I can use to write to Gabriel. We'll just hang them up for now. I need more sticks. Okay, I'm gonna be out of character now. And I heard my lovely friend say that she is cooking up a doodle. And that is very exciting. To activate chat, please enable channels here. What happened? What do you mean? I refreshed the chat. Don't know if that's gonna help any. I'm gonna make my video. Oh. Okay, so something's going wrong. So we're gonna end stream now. Thank you so much for watching. I would do a little bit of out of character talking, but like I said, something's being weird with the thing I use to see both chats. And I need to update this model because I completely forgot to add the blushing emote, which is like kind of a problem. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and bye-bye!